The R&B singer August Alsina revealed that he has a new love in his life, and it's certainly not what people expected. Plus, the rapper Latto is being accused of having a ghostwriter. Also, people are highly upset that Chris Brown and Ciara's performance at the AMAs was canceled. And there's a lot more to this story. To find out more, stay tuned and watch this video. Hello everybody, welcome to the Empressive channel. There are a few things I want to get into in this video, starting with August Alsina. Now, the R&B singer August Alsina revealed that he actually has a boyfriend on Surreal Life. Now, for some reason, I wasn't surprised by this in any way. August was dealing with Jada Pinkett Smith, and it's been rumored that Jada likes sexually fluid men. That's just the rumors that are out there. I can't confirm or deny it, but I suspected that maybe August was kind of fluid as well. But apparently he's not just fluid, he's actually bi. So he now seems to have a boyfriend. At least that's how it was announced on TV. And one thing about August is he's not afraid to live in his truth. He's not afraid to tell his truth. And that's something that has always been consistent with him. No matter how uncomfortable it has made other people feel, he has always been true to himself. So none of this is surprising to me. I do wish August and his new man all the best. Anyway, moving on to the next topic, I want to get into this whole drama with the rapper Latto. But before I get into it, I first want to thank Established Titles for sponsoring this video. Established Titles is a fun and novel way to preserve natural woodlands in Scotland, all while helping global reforestation efforts. The project is based on a historical custom in Scotland where landowners are referred to as lords and ladies. So when you purchase a title pack from Established Titles, you are purchasing at least 1 square foot of dedicated land on a private estate in Edelston, Scotland. When buying this plot, you're helping to preserve the land in Scotland, and with every order, a tree is planted. So not only are you helping to preserve land, but you're also helping with reforestation. And this is great for anybody who cares about the environment. Also, with every purchase, you get your own unique plot number. On top of that, you get to be referred as a lord or a lady. With your purchase comes this fancy certificate with your own crest. And as you can see here, mine says Lady Empressive. Established Titles also work with global charities like One Tree Planted and Trees for the Future to support global reforestation efforts. So the first 200 people purchasing a title pack using my link will be purchasing their plots next to mine. So depending on how many of you want to become a lord or a lady, we can build our own little impressive kingdom. Now, how cute is that? These title packs make a really cool last minute gift. Established Titles is running a massive Black Friday sale right now, and if you use the code Empressive, you get an additional 10% off of your purchase. Go to establishedtitles.com/impressive to get your gifts now. And thank you once again, Established Titles, for sponsoring this video. Okay, so back to the video. Now, somebody was being extra petty last night because they went into Latto's files and leaked 130 of her songs. And a few of those songs included songs from other rappers. One of the songs was Whole Lot of Money, which ended up going to Bia. And another one of those songs was Blick Blick, which ended up going to Coi Leray. And it's interesting that Nicki Minaj was featured on both of these songs. And I know Latto wanted a collaboration with Nicki, but Nicki ended up being on the songs that Latto passed up on. And I know that had to be a little frustrating for Latto, which is probably why she was really pushing for Nicki to be on one of her own records, because she wanted to make up for that missed opportunity and she wanted to have her own moment. So I see why she was really pushing for Nicki to be on one of her songs. But that's besides the point. There's a bigger conversation happening, and it's the conversation about ghostwriters and reference tracks. When comparing Latto's version of Whole Lotta Money and Blick Blick to Bia and Koi's version, you could obviously hear that they used the same hooks. Now the question is, who wrote those hooks? When Bia was asked about it, she said, "No, London J wrote the hook. I wrote the pre and verse. It's not rocket science." So Bia is letting people know that she wrote her verses, but London J wrote the hook. And apparently this is a common practice in hip hop where you have writers who come in and write hooks on the songs. However, the rappers who actually write their music come in and write their verses. But there are some instances where rappers don't even write. In fact, they have ghostwriters. That's very common as well. But this is not the case for everyone. There are rappers who push their pen, and Bia is one of those who really pushes her pen. We know Nicki pushes her pen, and Latto pushes her pen as well. But Latto does collaborate a lot with London J, and I do believe he has written a few of her songs. In fact, Big Energy sounds like a song that he wrote word for word, at least from the reference track that I heard. I don't think Latto contributed much to that song. She may have added a short verse here and there, but I believe London J wrote most of that song. So Latto is being put on blast for using a ghostwriter. Now, it's not fair to say that Latto doesn't write at all. I do think she writes her music, but it's pretty obvious that she has a collaborator that she works with. But this situation as a whole is really a hot mess. I kind of feel bad for Latto. I do, because it's like, dang, she had 130 of her songs leaked. That's a lot of music. And yeah, she may have passed on some of those songs, but a lot of those songs she probably was going to use for future projects too. So that's a lot of work that was sabotaged. And I feel for her. I would feel for anybody in that situation. But looking on the bright side, maybe one of those leaks might take off on TikTok or something, and it might become a hit for her. Who knows? But that's a lot of her hard work down the drain. I mean, whew. I would hate that to happen for anybody. Imagine working on all those songs and they all get leaked. Child, that's a mess. Now, moving on to the last topic, I want to talk about this whole drama that happened with the American Music Awards over the weekend. Now, the AMAs canceled Chris Brown and Ciara's tribute to Michael Jackson. They were actually supposed to celebrate the 40th anniversary of Michael Jackson's album Thriller. Now, Thriller is the highest selling album of all time, and it's also the era where Michael Jackson pretty much revolutionized music videos, dancing, and just revolutionized the way music is. So Michael Jackson is the blueprint, and obviously Chris Brown and Ciara wanted to celebrate that. However, the AMAs had their performance cut at the last minute, and the Neighborhood Talk actually revealed that the owner of Puck Doc News, Matthew Baloney, was the one who had the performance canceled. Matthew claims that when he caught wind of Chris Brown's performance, he immediately contacted the higher ups at Disney and ABC about the optics of the performance. He says that the prospect of a convicted domestic abuser celebrating an alleged child abuser on a Disney network wasn't the best idea. The higher ups didn't even know about Chris Brown's performance until Matthew called and told them. The executives of the network didn't know about this, and they were furious, and they cut the performance completely. So this is actually what happened. The story is pretty crazy. I will admit it's pretty crazy. Now, it's unfortunate that Michael, even in his death, is still being haunted by those allegations, even though he was acquitted of the charges, and even though the FBI followed him for 10 years and found nothing on him, he's still being punished over those allegations. So it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate to see such a great legacy be sullied in that way. Also, it's unfortunate that Chris Brown and Ciara didn't get a chance to perform together, because that would have been an amazing performance. Ciara and Chris Brown are some of the best dancers in music, so it would have been a big moment and the show would have been very entertaining. However, I do kind of understand why the performance was canceled, even though I don't agree with them canceling it at the last minute. I think it's messed up to invite somebody to perform and put in all their hard work and effort into a performance only to shut it down at the last minute. I think it's super messed up. However, I understand why that quick decision was made, because a lot of people have not forgotten what Chris Brown has done to Rihanna. A lot of people have not forgotten about his past behavior. You could tell by the tone of the audience. When Kelly Rowland announced that Chris Brown won Best R&B Male Singer, the audience was booing him. So that shows you that a lot of people still don't like Chris Brown, which is why he's still blackballed in a lot of mainstream spaces. And on top of that, a lot of people still find it unsettling to celebrate Michael because of those allegations. So in retrospect, it was a wise decision to cut the performance. However, they shouldn't have asked Chris Brown or Ciara to perform in the first place, because they wasted their time completely. Anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.